Welcome to the Deanvon Music Podcast Show, right here in Las Vegas, Nevada. I have a special guest coming up, straight out of Pilot Mountain, North Carolina.
There's something wrong with the world today. There's not enough love and too much hate. It's more easy to lie than tell the truth. Politicians say we have nothing to lose, but we do. We've been beat up and scarred most of our lives. We've hung out in bars and we've shared the limelight.
Emerging from the vibrant roots of country rock and southern rock, Stillwater Junction has carved out a distinctive niche in the music landscape.
From the very first time you held me, ran your fingers across my strings.
With a powerful blend of heart-pounding guitar riffs and soulful storytelling, this dynamic band draws inspiration from iconic artists such as Lynyrd Skynyrd, the Marshall Tucker Band, Johnny Cash, while infusing their sound with contemporary elements reminiscent of Five Finger Death Punch and Aaron Lewis.
Days that you've talked to me about the things on your mind. Nights that you put me down and you've broken my strings. Still I have no regrets, 'cause you always fix me. From the very first time you held me and ran your fingers across my strings.
Welcome to the Deanvon Music Podcast Show here in Las Vegas, Nevada. How's everyone doing tonight? Yeah, all right.
There's something wrong with the world today.
How's it going, guys?
Good. How you doing, man?
Not enough love.
You know, I've got three of you. Where am I? Jeez, I think I lost myself. Anyway, so how's it going tonight, guys?
It's a little bit cold here in Pilot Mountain, North Carolina.
A little bit colder in Wilkesboro.
What's the temperature like out there, guys?
In Pilot Mountain, I think it's like 45 degrees right now.
45 degrees? Shit, that is a little chilly. I'm in Las Vegas right now, so, you know, even right about now, we get up to about 90, 98 degrees or so, you know.
It's all them lights.
Those goddamn lights in Las Vegas, I'm telling you. But I want to thank you guys for coming on the show tonight, and I want everyone to give you a big round of applause, you know, 'cause you guys deserve it. Now, I understand I have the original band in front of me tonight.
Yes, you do.
And the drummer will not be showing up. Is that correct?
No, he is busy at work brewing Red Oak Brewery. Brewing beer for you.
It's not a bad job, you know. I hope he gets to taste it once in a while.
Yeah, he does.
So I've got Scotty, who is the lead vocalist. My top left, I'm not sure what you guys are seeing out there. And I've got Benjamin, Ratman. Is that Ratterman? Ratterman?
Yes, sir, Ratman.
And you are the lead guitarist of Stillwater Junction.
Yes,
And I have Ray Ray at the bottom right. My bottom right, he is the bass player for the band. And I like I said earlier, I heard I have the original three in front of me tonight. And I heard they started somewhere in the 2000s. I'll let them explain all that good stuff. And again, I want to thank you guys for taking the time out of your day. I know you guys are busy, And I've got Ray still in his truck. He's probably still working. I'm not sure.
It's quiet out here.
It's quiet out there. I bet you it's beautiful though, out there, it's like God's country, right?
That's right.
Steve, Scotty, I'm going to start with you because, you are the lead vocalist and you might have something to say about the origin of this band, Stillwater Junction, and who came up with the name of that. So I'm going to kind of bring you full screen and just kind of get your idea. What were you thinking when you started this band, and how did you meet these other two fine gentlemen?
Well, it was late 2021. Me and Ratman Ray, we were sitting on my front porch for a Sunday fun day. He had just got done with a band that he'd been playing with for a while.
Okay.
I've never been in a band, but I've been singing since I was about 14. So I looked at him and I was like, "Hey, you want to start a band?" And he was like, "Yeah, sure. Why not?" So that's literally how the band became what it was. And we started practicing in my townhouse living room. Yeah, the neighbors loved that, especially when our first drummer, Joshua Stevens, we called him Tree. He joined us, and he was sitting. We had his whole drum set up in the living room in our townhouse, and yeah, the drummer, both side neighbors weren't too happy about it, but we were having fun.
We had class. Late nights.
Yeah, and then we went out to a local establishment called the Vanishing Point in Mount Airy, North Carolina, and I think they were doing karaoke or something that night. And I walked out to the back, and Ray was sitting out back with another gentleman, basically just picking and strumming on some guitars. And I sang one or two songs, and I went inside. Didn't think nothing of it. And Ray came in, I don't know, probably about 15, 20 minutes later. He's like, "Man, you got a great voice. Are you doing anything with it?" And I was like, "Well, just got through starting a band." He's like, "Really?" And I was like, "Yeah, you play an instrument?" He's like, "Yeah, guitar, bass." And I'm like, "Well, we're kind of looking for a bass player." That's literally how Ray became part of the band.
Isn't that how it goes, Ray? That's why I picked up I was in many rock bands in my younger days, and usually the best musicians I found at nightclubs where I bumped into them, or I met them through another band. I never really got the best ones on like ads, like Craigslist, Marketplace, whatever I was using. The best musicians I ever had in my band were the ones that were referred to me, or I bumped into them. And we've become the best of friends. I've been in 3 major rock bands and played my entire life in the rock and roll industry. But let me jump down to Benjamin real quick. Benjamin, how long you been playing with the band? And how did you meet these guys from your side of the story?
With the band, I've been with them for about 3 years since me and Scotty started the band. But I played guitar since I was 13.
Okay.
And, just kind of experimented with a lot of music, blues being the roots.
Gotcha.
Got with my old band, Late Night Bruises, with Brad Pruitt and Cody Littleton, and we just played a lot of rock and roll. Kind of got my feet wet, getting in front of people on stage, and had a good time running too. Had a couple cool opportunities to be had, but couldn't meet it because life happened. And kind of just got out of that band and sitting around, like Scotty said, at his little townhome. And I was having myself just a good old beer. And he's like, "You want to start a band?" I'm like, "Sure." And I was like, "What kind of music you want to play?" And he's like, "Country." I'm like, "Oh, goodness." Whole new genre to learn. I had to learn about 30 songs. He gave me about 30 songs to learn within maybe 3 weeks. 3 weeks.
Are you originally a country guy, or were you a hard rock or heavy metal guy on the guitar?
Blues.
Tell me how you got started. Okay.
Love blues. My dad played, so my passion for music is what really started that path for me in music.
When did you start? How old were you when you started playing guitar?
13 years old.
13. And what was your first genre or first kind of music that you played?
Oh, blues all the way.
Blues. There you go.
Growing up listening to Stevie Vaughan and
There you go.
how
Yeah.
how they just make it their own.
I love the blues, man, and that's the best kind of music to learn and play.
It's all here, man.
It's all here.
It's all
Blues
on your soul.
Mm-hmm. And blues takes you wherever you want to go. You want to go heavy, you want to go alternative, you want to go rock. It starts with the blues. I'm an old blues keyboard player. I used to play the old Hammond B3, and
right on.
I'm also a guitar player, but I'm mainly a keyboard player. And I
nice.
love to break down in some Deep Purple and some Boston and some of those heavy riffs that's going on. The B3 organ sound. I love that shit, man. Because this show is also pre-recorded, guys, and it's going to go back out tomorrow night. So whatever happens tonight gets polished up and sent back out to iHeartRadio, Apple Podcast, Amazon, Audible, Spotify. I go out to 105 countries tomorrow night. So the podcast tonight, regardless if everyone gets to watch it, we're still being recorded. So everything we do tonight is still a go. So let me get back to Benjamin. I think I left off when you started guitar playing. And how did you get in this band? And then have you played with anyone else? And just take me kind of from there.
Yep. So as I discussed before, I was in a band, Late Night Bruisers, and then was sitting on a porch. Scotty asked me if I wanted to start the band with him, and got to learn 30 country songs within a couple weeks. Roughly. But yeah, I mean, blues and just playing guitar, it's just something I feel like it's all I know,
Yeah. Well, tell me, from blues guitar, so is that pretty much the one genre that kind of started you off, and then you led to country? And how do you feel about playing country music?
Oh, blues and country goes hand in hand.
They do. Southern rock.
But it's something new, especially at the time when we started. It was a new monster to tackle, if you will.
Yeah.
So I mean, I'm always down to play. Whatever it may be. I like stuff like Incubus, which has also got my what influenced me to play and how I play.
Incubus is badass.
Different effects and Jerry Garcia with Grateful Dead, Joe Bonamassa, Stevie Vaughan. All kind of mixes in there in my style per se.
That's pretty awesome. So these guys, are they like your brothers? You guys are like brothers?
Oh yeah, me and Scotty, we've been friends for like 7 years. I was living in Winston at the time when I was with my old band, and I decided to get away from a life that wasn't going too good for me. So moved to Mount Airy and started singing karaoke at this bar.
Right.
Which I never sang karaoke at the time before, but it kind of got me the bug. And then I met Scotty and Brandy and all our karaoke crowd at the time, and that's kind of started our friendship from there.
Nice. That's pretty cool. And let's break over to, what do we got over here in the dark? Ray, I can still see you. It's getting dark out there, Ray. Was it like 9:30 out there?
Yeah, it's 9:19 right now.
9:19. So Ray, how did you find out about these guys, or how they find out about you? Take me back to the beginning.
Well, I was in a rough time in my life, and I stopped at this bar, and I just went inside, and I started talking to this couple that was next to me at the bar.
Right.
And before I even get to that, first I thought this girl was hitting on me and whatnot, and and she asked me a bunch of questions. Her name was Ashley, and I was like, okay, cool. This chick's hitting on me. So then she asked me, she's like, you play in a band? Do you sing or anything? I was like, yeah. She's like, oh, that's awesome. Well, my boyfriend, he plays too. I was like, you gotta be kidding me. Come on, man. And well, anyways, these two, it was Peyton and Ashley. They became good friends, and he and I started playing and jamming out this back porch of this bar. And here comes Scotty as we're playing Folsom Prison Blues.
Nice.
And I see the tattoos and everything. I'm like, man, what did I get myself into? And then I heard him sing. I was like, damn, that guy can sing. And you know, and me and Scotty, we talked and everything. He gave me his number and whatnot, and I just wanted to jam out with him at first and see how it goes. And the first jam session went pretty well, so I've been sticking with it and definitely committed to it.
That's awesome. And you guys started recording at about in the late 2000s? When did you start recording?
2022 we released our first single and then recorded our first music video and released it. Then released our EP the end of that year.
Gotcha. And that's with Stillwater Junction. And let me see here. You guys, it says you're reminiscent of, okay, so I get back to your influences, and you're reminiscent of Lynyrd Skynyrd. It says Marshall Tucker Band, Johnny Cash. Now, I heard that in the song I was listening to tonight, and I want to get to playing that video here real quick. And Johnny Cash. And I hear a lot of, now, was he an influence of yours growing up, or did you just?
Well, he was an influence of mine growing up. See, I grew up old outlaw country, southern rock, a little bit of rhythm and blues. I mean, that's that's basically what I grew up on, and what I guess basically what I dug my teeth into when it comes to actually learning how to sing, and what type of music moved me in considering the rest of my friends, because a lot of my friends, they were more into R&B and rap and all this other stuff, and I'm over here, I've got friends listening to like Usher and stuff, and I'm over here listening to Godsmack and
right,
and all them different types of genres like Godsmack, Five Finger Death Punch, Johnny Cash, I mean, just all the old style music that, well, yeah, I mean, the best way to put it is when music really told stories.
What about that show last night?
Yeah, hold on. Sorry about that. You guys are playing cool.
Man, I enjoyed myself.
Everybody came out.
Sorry about that. Somebody put a bunch of paper in front of me and I can't see anything.
But yeah, I grew up on the time where music told stories. And so that's basically how I learned how to sing, and that's how I learned how to write. Was if you want to move people, if you want to be in the music, you need to tell stories. So
yeah.
I mean that's what got me started. So I had large influence on storyteller artists. I mean, all the ones of the great times. I mean, you've got Johnny Cash, you've got George Jones, you've got Waylon Jennings, I mean, the list just continues to go on and on. So I learned from their styles and then took their styles and made them my own, basically. So so I had my own voice from hearing their voices.
Well, you got a great voice. I was listening to your stuff today. Very great tone, perfect tone. And you have a song. Now, you did a video called Pour Me Some Moonshine.
Yeah.
And I'm a pool player, so I saw the table and I had to use it in the commercial. But I'm going to play this video real quick just to kind of give people an idea what you guys are all about, okay?
Hey, what about that show last night, man? It was crazy, wasn't it?
Oh,
it was a heck of a show.
Dude.
Man, I enjoyed myself.
Everybody came out.
Hey, I think all y'all done an exceptionally good job. Man, I look good, doing more shows like that. I mean, what was it, like 300-400 people in there or something like that?
You did right. Yeah, that's where we're going with it, man.
Hey, we've come a long way, I'll tell you that.
Everyone trying to live up in that high society. I say to hell with your fine wine. Pour me some moonshine.
Yeah, what's up? Yeah, hell yeah. All right, we're on our way. Do me a favor, shoot me that address. All right, see you in a little bit. All right, y'all. Hey, look, we got a party we got to get to. Come on. Let's go, y'all.
Let's go.
Mama did her best to raise me right. Went to church every Sunday with no wild crazy nights. And I'm so glad for the preaching that she did to me, so that I could turn out a whole lot differently. I was raised a little different than most people these days. I didn't have no cell phone or computer to hide my face. With everyone trying to live up in that high society, I say to hell with your fine wine. Pour me some moonshine. Everyone's trying to live up in that high society. I say to hell with your fine wine. Pour me some moonshine. Yeah.
That was pretty awesome.
Appreciate it.
You guys look like you had some fun on that video right there.
Oh, we did. It was definitely.
Yeah,
Full day.
Do you guys take your pool playing serious at all? You guys?
A little bit.
Yeah, a little bit.
That's funny. I was a pool player, as a kid. I used to stand on an apple box, and my dad would take me to the pool hall and hustle all night. And I learned to play pool at like 5 years old. And he had me running tables at like 7. He'd put me on an apple box and get some drunk guy at the bar and say, my kid can kick your ass. And, I'd run the table at like 7. And he was a little pool shark. But anyway, I saw the pool table. I go, I got to play that. But so tell me what you guys got coming up. Any gigs for people that can go and see you play? And anything coming up in the near future, and we'll talk a little bit about what Curtain Call Records is doing for you guys over there.
We've got a few more shows lined up for the remainder of the year, and then our bookings have already picked up for next year as well. Okay. We've got some bigger out-of-state shows that are being lined up for us, thanks to Curtain Call Records.
Awesome. Awesome.
So yeah, we're going to be doing a lot more traveling than we have been doing, because over the past 2.5 years, we played all over North Carolina and Southern Virginia, and we're going to be in multiple states next year. And I think the guys and myself are looking very forward to it, because we do have fans. Even though we've only played in these 2 states, we have fans from all over the United States and overseas because of our music. And it would be nice and exceptionally great. Okay.
Yeah. I'm sorry. I got a call.
Oh, no, go ahead.
Could this be your drummer or a call-in? Who do we have here?
Yo, this is Justin. I'm actually a buddy of Ray's.
Hey,
I grew up with Ray.
What's happening, Justin?
Yeah, not much. I'm actually, half of the reason why I'm calling is the stream ended, man.
You know what? I don't know what happened. The stream's
not even online.
I know, and you just called in. That's amazing.
Yes, no, because my buddy Ray put all the phone numbers on the Facebook with the meeting ID. He's a beast.
Good. Share those so we can get some more call-ins. But no, we got you now, so go for it. To ask Ray whatever you want. You got the stage.
First of all, Ray, why are you in your truck?
It's a lot quieter out here than it is in there. All right, there's 17-year-old.
Okay, yeah, that makes a crap ton of sense. Never mind. I got 3 kids myself. I got hellions.
Are you a big fan?
No.
Are you a big fan of the bands? Is it Victor? What's your first name?
Justin. I'm
sorry, Justin. Victor. Justin, have you known
You're
these?
good, man. You're good.
Have you guys known?
No. I actually listened to actually what made me listen to Stillwater Junction is when my band teacher, Mr. Matthews, posted on that they got an ISSA award. And I was like, holy shit, like nobody from the Eastern Shore ever gets anything like that. Like ever. Like we're nothing. And I was like, I really got to listen to this. If the International Singer-Songwriters Association are looking at them, I really got to check this out. And I was like, I never even knew Ray sang. I knew he played the guitar. Because we did that in high school. I didn't know he sang. And then I listened to it. I was like, holy shit, is that Ray? I messaged him. Ray will tell you. Ray will tell you. I was like, is that actually you? And he was like, sure is.
Well, that's actually Scotty saying I'm playing guitar.
Oh, really? Oh,
yeah, that's Scotty singing, yeah.
So that was
whoever got the vocals. You got a serious, like, what you remind me of is Clearwater Revival.
I appreciate that.
That's exactly who you remind me of. It's like the mountain music, mountain rock, mountain country. I don't know how to explain it.
He's got a great voice,
but it takes me back.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
I love his
That's
voice.
straight up.
That's the international.
Have y'all ever thought about? Yeah. Have y'all ever thought about going to a what do you call it? Like America's Got Talent or something like that.
All
get on the
shows
stage, get your name known.
All them shows
No. Okay. Hold up. They might be rigged, but if you are able to get yourself on TV or even on YouTube off of the America's Got Talent website, you're going to get millions and millions of views.
We've been on TV. The actual music video
I didn't even know that.
Played, it actually aired on February 15th of last year on the Country Music Network, and it placed number 7 out of the top 100.
Wow.
Oh, that's wicked.
excellent.
That's insane. I didn't even know that. I don't watch CMT.
No, it wasn't CMT anyway. CMT's got too many commercials and TV shows now. It was the Country Music Network.
Oh, okay. I don't think I've heard of them. That's crazy. No, we got to find a way to get you guys global, or at least national.
Well,
share everything.
Yeah, share.
Even with this podcast, this podcast will come out again tomorrow, and everyone will get to see it tomorrow night. And do me a favor and share it. Put it on your YouTube and share it with everybody, because everything we're doing tonight is going to go live tomorrow night. I apologize. The stream ended, and everyone's going, "Oh man!" But they're going to get to see. They're going to get to see and hear this entire podcast tomorrow night. And I'll let
because I'm really curious about their insights.
Oh, you're going to love this podcast because we're going to dig deep. I'm not done with them yet. I'm going to get down deep and personal here in a few minutes.
Hey, that's okay. Hey, Justin.
Yes, sir.
It's Scott for one, but thank you. Actually, the end of the month we'll be in Nashville at the Grand Ole Opry. We're actually nominated for 2 more music awards. We're nominated for 2 Josie Music Awards. I think that might be streamed live on YouTube channels and all that, but you can actually pull up the ISSA, like full ISSA Music Awards. It's actually live. It's been on the ISSA like YouTube channel since the beginning of the week. You can actually pull it up and watch the entire like from start to finish on the award ceremony that we went to in August when we won Gold Band of the Year. So if you want to go watch that, you can watch that, share that as well. But yeah, you can go to our as soon as stuff is released, I try my best to get it shared to all of our like social medias, our YouTube channels, and all that. So anything that's on there, feel free to go ahead and share, or you can look us up at stillwaterjunction.com, and that gives you access to everything, including our online merchandise, our drop ship coffee company, and everything.
That's cool.
I would like to see more of your music on YouTube. I've noticed.
Share, or you can look us up at stillwaterjunction.com, and that gives you access to everything, including our online merchandise, our drop ship coffee company, and everything. I hear myself.
I would like to see
I'm not on
more
the East Coast
right
now. Right? I'm not on the East Coast right now. I'm trying to get back out there. I'm actually out in the middle of Kansas fighting for my disability. But I've been wanting to see a lot of your guys' music on YouTube, and that's where I think I can get you guys a lot of views. I used to stream myself. I'm a video gamer streamer.
Okay.
I used to play a lot of Call of Duty. I held a stream called Coffee, Cannabis, and Call of Duty. We did it every single morning. And it wasn't necessarily about the kills or anything like that. It was about the people and the fun that we were having in the middle of it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But networking is one big thing when it comes to getting your name out too.
Yeah.
I was damn near an affiliate for Twitch until I found out how crooked Twitch was. So I quit.
One small step at a time.
No, dude, I had my numbers like right there. I had the affiliate numbers, everything that they wanted, and then just because I only had maybe like 300 people watching me at a time, they were like, we're gonna go with the guy with 1,000. That's pretty good.
I mean, that's the way it goes this day and time. You get 15 minutes of fame if you can get over 1 million streams or 1 million views in less than a week.
Yeah, I'm trying to find a lot of your guys' stuff on like Facebook and TikTok. You got to really utilize this stuff, man, because that's where we can get you guys big.
Yeah.
As soon as one of those, like say a TikTok goes viral, just a little bit of vocals goes viral, that's where they're going to be like, hey, who's this guy?
Well, we've actually got things on our TikTok channel as well.
I don't have a TikTok. Oh, hold up. I didn't have you on TikTok. Let me look you on that.
Yeah.
Ray, you're slacking. I didn't know you had TikTok.
We're on every social media.
All right, let me look at Stillwater. No, because he shared to me the Spotify, and that's where I've been listening to you on.
Yeah, we have 2 pages on Facebook. We've got Stillwater Junction Music, which is the personal page, and we've got Stillwater Junction, which is the business page. We're on Instagram, we're on TikTok, YouTube, Bandcamp, all streaming platforms.
Stillwater Junction 22?
If you can't find, if you can't find us, there's an issue.
I'm gonna try to get y'all out there. That's for damn sure.
I'm restreaming it. I'm trying to restream this back out to YouTube, so we'll see what happens.
All right.
I'll let you know. I'm already following you, Dean.
Thank you, brother. Thank you. I'm gonna try restreaming this right now on YouTube. It tells me it's streaming right now. Let me know if you see it. Chat with us or whatever.
I got you.
It says stop. Right now it says I'm streaming on YouTube, so I can't find it. This is the weirdest thing because I streamed to 5, and it gets kind of crazy.
Yeah.
But if you see it, call me back.
Hold up. Your personal meeting room is live.
Is that what it says? Dean's personal meeting room. I see it too. Crazy. Okay, I just did that straight from Zoom. I didn't use my multi-streaming platform. I just went straight to YouTube. So we're not on anything else except YouTube right now.
All right.
And I see it myself. Look at that. Son of a bitch. All right. Well, at least somebody can watch the live show.
There you
go. I'm gonna play some more music. And we got Justin here on a call right now with Stillwater Junction. Thank you for calling in. Do you have any more questions for these guys?
you guys got any more albums coming up anytime soon?
We just released another
What you
single
got?
September 21st. Our new single after that, which will be the first single releasing on the Curtain Call Records, the label we signed to, we'll be releasing November, December. If we can get the second song worked out, we'll release both of them. If not, Fallen Empire should be releasing the end of the year.
Okay.
And it's a little bit of a different sound. We're taking whereas in our first album, we kind of bounced between 90s country, outlaw country, southern rock, a little bit of blues. It's going to be a little bit more on the heavier country rock, southern rock side.
Or whatever.
Yeah, that's what I was liking. I'm actually kind of addicted to the Pour Me Some Moonshine.
I like that one. I like that one too. I like them all. We got the guitar song.
That's what I was saying.
I like that one. Let's see. What am I looking at here? The all. What is this one? Hang on a second. I'm hearing something funky. What's going on? Okay, hang on.
Oh yeah. All the bad
Guitar.
It's a good song.
Let's listen to this real quick.
Mother, please pray for me that I might find my destiny from pain and sorrow. Lord, set me free that I might find myself in me and to remember from where I've came. Born from my daddy, a music man, and the blues drifted from his hands. Raised by my mother, a poet's dream. She gave the words of life to me. Yeah, thanks to them, this gypsy road I lead. But I'm alright, yeah, I like it this way. Every sunrise gonna bring a brand new day. And I don't care what people say. God knows my heart, that's all that matters anyway. The last 13 years have been cruel to me, 'cause I let the devil in. Oh, I let the devil in. And all these choices, they brought me to my knees. From way down here, I can finally see that staying down, it ain't on my list of days. Yeah, I'm alright. Yeah, I like it this way. Every sunrise gonna bring a brand new day. And I don't care what people say, 'cause God knows my heart, that's all that matters anyway. to me anyway. All that matters to me.
Get it, Benny.
That's all that matters to me.
Fucking jamming. That guitar sound, it's reminiscent of like not really Eric Clapton, but very bluesy, very clean. What kind of guitar? What kind of guitar are we playing on this when you did this track?
Hey, turn your mic on.
Can you hear me?
Yeah,
There you go.
1970s Gibson SG.
That I almost could have nailed that. I was thinking SG. I was thinking Strat there for a second, but you got those mid overtones. Those really cool mid overtones. It sounds great.
Thank you.
It's great with the music. And I've got the stream going live. Let people know they can get back on deanvonmusic YouTube channel. I see it. It's live again, but it's only going to be on YouTube for a minute. And when I put it back out tomorrow night, it'll be on everything, Spotify, you name it. But for now, let's get down to the nitty gritty. You guys, personally, have you guys played with other bands other than Stillwater Junction?
I have not.
This was it for you. How about you, Benjamin?
I've only played with one other band that a band meaning like going to different bars and shows.
Sure.
I've played with a good buddy of mine, Alex, in high school. We did talent shows together and go out to the open mics, just running and gunning. But
so this would be kind of the most professional band of the bands you've been in.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes,
Okay. Because you guys are still kind of young. I mean, I'm kind of old. I've been in like a bunch of bands. So, but when you get around 40, 50, 60 years old, we got stories to tell.
Hold on a minute. I'm 43.
Oh shit, you're still young. You still got a long way to go. You got a long way to go. You come back to me in 20 years and tell me more. Well, I may not be here, but but I love doing the podcast show. I don't know if you guys know my history. I was a lead singer in a heavy rock band back in 1979. I was the lead singer for Danger, and I was a keyboard player, songwriter, guitar player. I play the bass. I play the drums. I'm actually a better drummer than anything. But I'm in my studio right now. I'm surrounded by all of my stuff, and I do my own recordings, kind of like you guys do. And that brings me to question number 49. Do you guys do your own recordings, engineering, mixing, the whole 9 yards? Do you guys do it all?
No. We actually have an amazing gentleman by the name of David Rowland. Yeah, he runs a studio in Winston-Salem, North Carolina called Storyteller Sound.
Okay.
And he actually ran a studio in Nashville for many, 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 many years.
Nice.
And he got tired of feeling bad for the independent artists not being able to record because of the price of it.
Right.
So he decided to move and open up his own studio, and he only allows independent artists to book there. And he is one of a kind, complete production, recording, engineer, mixing, mastering. He does it all, and he is an amazing individual.
That's awesome. So you got a go-to guy.
Yes.
You got a guy. Have you done any of your own recordings? Do you guys have the ability to do your own recordings at home? I
mean, I'm sure we could do a video setup. That'd be about it.
So you leave it to the professionals, and that's a very good idea. And I personally, I have done that too. I've been trying to do some home recordings, but they're just not the same. They don't come out the same. They don't have that unbiased engineering, where somebody hears something different than what you might hear as the musician. So as a songwriter, I'm hearing one thing, and then as a producer or engineer, they're hearing something different. And that brings in that production element where, wow, I never thought of that, or that's pretty cool. That kind of thing. And I've done a lot, I've been in the studio my entire life. So back in the day when you had to pay dearly to be in the recording studio, and now everybody's trying to do it from home now, the home studios. And I just interviewed Mark Bowles, who was the lead singer for Yngwie Malmsteen and Ted Nugent, Don Dokken. And Mark Bowles is a very talented singer, and he does everything at his house. And if you listen to Red Raven, Mark Bowles singing with my friend Guilherme Costa from Brazil, give it a listen. That's recorded at Mark's house, and some of the drum tracks are done in Brazil and Finland. So there's independent studios, but they bring all the tracks to him, and then he dumps them into the studio at his house, and then he puts it all together and then does his vocal tracks. And I'm like, holy shit, man.
Yeah.
There's a rendition he does of Born to Be Wild. You got to listen to it. And just to get an idea of what you can do, from your house, and I still can't get the vocals right. I've been trying, and I just can't get them the way I want them to sound. And probably because I'm not an engineer or a producer.
And also, Dean, us lead singers, we never like hearing our own voice because we always want to correct things in it.
No, you're absolutely right.
I'm the same way.
And guitar players are like that too now.
Yeah,
I do like to sing as well.
Do you?
Even hearing myself play on the guitar, hearing a video back, it's like, I don't know about that.
That's pretty funny. And you guys have well, there was a song that starts with mean. I can only see the first part. Mean? Does it say me and?
Me and you. That was actually the only acoustic song we released on our album.
This is one of my favorites too. I like the combination.
Thank you. You actually have the three people that actually performed that song sitting right here with you.
Really?
We didn't have a drummer in this.
Is there a video for this song as well?
There is not.
Okay, I'm just going to play it then. I want people to hear it.
Politicians say we have nothing to lose, but we do.
There we go. Very nice.
We all know what this world's came to. Do we go down fighting for the cold hard truth? Or do we live in fear like they want us to? No one can change it but me and you. Religion's no better, it might be worse. It used to be about family, not about your purse. There's one thing missing and it's damn sure clear. But the preachers say we have nothing to fear. But we do. We all know what this world's came to. Do we go down fighting for the cold hard truth? Or do we live in fear like they want us to? No one can change it but me and you. If we all come together and bring back peace, love will take over and fighting will cease. See, that's my plan, and someday soon we'll all stand together, me and you.
So I got
Sorry, they just came in through the back door. Sorry about that. Great song, guys. Great song.
I have to admit something on that song, though. It was nerve-wracking recording that because we had just learned it, and I maybe practiced it at home maybe one time. And then we get there at studio, and then like Scotty's like, "Okay, we're gonna record this song." I was like, "What?" And me and Ratman's like looked at each other, and Rat looks at me. He's like, "You can do the lead, you know, like fill and lead and everything, and I'll play the rhythm." I was like, "How about I play the rhythm?" You know, and
I'm like, "Sure, man. Whatever's easy for you, man. We got it."
Yeah, and you know, I sat there, you know, and I went through it like maybe 2-3 times before we actually started recording, and my heart was pounding the whole entire time just trying to get it right. And
Ray, do you play the acoustic? Ray, do you play acoustic guitar and electric? Sir. Okay, who's playing on that song there?
I'm on the acoustic. Ratman's on the electric.
Yeah, nice. I do all the fill-in leads for that song, and Ray just plays the rhythm and arpeggios in between.
Ray, you're a hell of a guitar player.
Thank you, man. Appreciate it.
You just jumped up on the old notch and went up another 5 levels just now. You know, no, I'm just kidding. Most bass players do play guitar, but that's some really good guitar playing right there. And of course the accompaniment by Benjamin Ratman is really awesome. I love the fade-in guitars. I love the bends. I love the bringing the note down and bringing it up, and I just love that shit. I love steel guitar. And I do a lot of that in my songwriting, like ghosting. You know, I'll ghost in a note or something, just to give it helps me vocally too. And I think you could agree on that. You know, Scotty.
Oh, most definite.
It complements the vocals. So to have a guitar player that understands that, you're pretty fortunate to have a person who respects you as the singer enough to back off a little bit, or you know, give you that breathing room you need as a vocalist. And I'm a lead, you know what I'm saying?
I mean, I've been known. I guess it's not kid friendly on this. I've been known to be an asshole since we started. but I have learned to you know, accept my faults to the best of my ability, and I have learned to encourage and instead of demanding, to encourage and make suggestions, because we're all in this together. Because without these 3 guys behind me and the 2 that's with us here tonight, like without them, I would just be a guy standing there with nothing. So, you know, I'm nothing without my band behind me. So
I completely agree with you on that. I concur, because I'm a lead singer and I'm all by myself over here, and it's not the same. Being with a band and being able to collaborate and feed off each other musically, there's nothing like it.
No, there isn't.
And when you're sitting here looking at a bunch of computers, it does not compare to being in the studio. And I've been in the studio a lot. And I rehearsed 4-6 hours a night. I won't go into it, but I've done when I rehearse, I get in there and we sweat for 3, 4, 5, 6 hours until we get the parts right, until it's just, I can do it in my sleep. Yeah. And when I get on stage, I don't have to think about the music. I think about the people putting on the show, and it just, everything becomes instinct. Reaction. You know, you get out there and you're having fun with the audience, and you can tell a band that is that polished and that experienced when that happens. And I believe you guys are very much like that. Love to come see you guys.
When you feel the energy from the crowd and you're
when you feel exactly. Yeah. Do you guys get kind of crazy when you're on stage? I mean,
yeah.
I like to jump around.
I mean, not so much, you know, not so much Ray, you know, like Ray's over there in his corner and he might do like a teeter-totter from foot to foot, but
right.
Ben's over here jumping off stages and I'm running out in the crowd, and
well,
that's funny.
I can't jump around much anymore because I partially tore my ACL earlier this year, so it's kind of hard to jump around.
I make sure I get over there and dance on you, Ray.
Yeah.
Hey, Ray, you know, Axl Rose came out in a wheelchair and he's saying,
Thank you.
so you don't need you. Just come out, man. Just come rolling around and shit, you know?
Learn some wheelchair tricks.
Now, you guys wrote a song called Guitar.
Yes.
And I was kind of curious what it's about. Why did you write it? Blah, blah, blah. And I'm going to kind of just play it, but you can kind of tell me a little bit more about it. Go ahead. What's it about?
Well, the backstory on this one is I was riding home from one of our shows. It was about a 45-minute drive. And I was just listening, you know, to multiple different songs. You know, it was songs about women, songs about men, songs about beer, songs about whiskey, songs about a dog. You know, it's just songs about a truck. It was songs about everything. And it got me thinking. I was like, I've never really heard a song written about an instrument from the instrument's perspective, not the artist, the actual instrument itself.
So you're coming from the instrument's perspective.
Yeah, and I was like, that's a good idea. So I actually started like
let me listen. Let me listen to it real quick.
Yeah.
I have no regrets, 'cause it's just what we do. From the very first time you held me, ran your fingers across my strings. I brought life to the songs that you sing. Man, what a life that we lead. You're the star and I'm your guitar. Many nights you've cussed me for not sounding just right. Days that you've talked to me about the things on your mind. Nights that you've put me down and you've broken my strings. Still I have no regrets, 'cause you always fix me. From the very first time you held me and ran your fingers across my strings. I brought life to the songs that you sing. Man, what a life that we lead. You're the star and I'm your guitar. Yeah, you're the star and I'm your guitar. I would have missed all of this if you'd have left me on that rack. So thank you again for the life that we've had. From the very first time you held me and ran your fingers across my strings. I brought life to the songs that you sing. Man, what a life that we lead. You're the star and I'm
because when I started writing it, I was thinking about Ben a whole bunch of times because we had known each other for some years at that point in time, and we've been playing together for about a year and a half at that time, Ben?
I would think so.
Yeah, and so I would, I had watched him at live shows during practices and everything else with his guitars and everything else, and I'm like, you know what? So I basically took inspiration from Ben watching him and his guitar, and I was like, you know what? This would be the perfect song. So when it comes to the part for a solo, I think Ben played like 8 measures, and like we was in rehearsal, and I was like, no, stop. And they're like, what? And I'm like, I want this to be like a minute and a half guitar solo. It's a song about a guitar. And they were like, really? And I'm like, yeah.
Like, right on. Let's do it. All right. Don't have to tell me. Don't have to tell me once.
And I keep on waiting for Guitar Center to give Scotty a call.
Guitar Center.
We'll take the endorsement.
Right.
Absolutely. I always give the guitar player as much room as I possibly can as a vocalist, and I'm a songwriter. And what I used to love to do is tell the guitar player, okay, I'm going to go into the chorus, and when I hit the 4th chorus, we're going to do 8, and I want you to just start ripping in between everything I'm singing, and me and you are going to have a battle on the way out. And I would be screaming because I'm like, kind of a heavy metal singer, hard rock singer. And I'm singing, and it's a song I have out now, Out of This Place and Show Me, a couple songs I wrote. And I'm going, shout out. He's going, we're going back and forth. And I just told him, let loose, man. And in the same respect goes back and forth. An experienced guitar player knows to give the singer breathing room. But me as a singer, I try to get that guitar in there as much as I possibly can. If I'm done singing, I like to hear like a whine or a scream or an overtone, and then just to come in ripping again and then back down, and then I come in singing again. Just the dynamics and the guitar relationship between the singer and the bass player, and of course the drummer, the whole band. But you know what I'm talking about, right? I mean, that only comes from experience, talent, knowing when to back off, knowing when to go crazy. That isn't something you do as an amateur musician. Somebody who just picked up a guitar doesn't know that. Mm-hmm. And that only comes from being in the studio with each other. You're not looking at a computer. You guys are in the studio. You're feeding off each other. You're bringing it down. You're cranking it up. And I know I'm speaking your language right now.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, sir. I was going to say, that's what I love to do. It's everything my dad ever taught me, and growing up with the musicians I had with my dad, and it's everything he's saying I can relate to.
Oh, my God. So your dad played the blues as well?
He played jazz. He was a drummer. He played jazz since he was 5.
Nice.
He used to cook breakfast every Sunday. He cooked breakfast like eggs, sausage, and a side of jazz. Just to wake up, listen to jazz, and just
side of jazz and bacon. That's so cool. Right. I'll bet you he was very talented as a jazz player.
They used to call him Killer Kev.
Killer Kev.
Killer Kev. Yeah, he always used to tell me he always used to talk to me as a musician. So if I did bad, he'd let me know. So he was a big encouragement, but he was a hell of a drummer.
That's pretty awesome. You guys have some fans, I think, on YouTube now, have joined back in on the live stream.
Awesome.
We didn't lose everybody, and I do apologize for losing the stream on the other 4. I probably tried to chew off a little too much, and my distribution program crashed. So I had to go back to Zoom and go, just give me YouTube. Just give me YouTube right now, because I know I love YouTube. YouTube does a good job. But I see a few people on there. We got Angela. Sorry. We got Angela. Marie. I don't know if you guys recognize the name or not. Junction Junkie. She's a Junction Junkie. Stillwater Junction Junkie. Angela Marie. Call in, Angela. The phone numbers, I'll announce them. If you want to call into the show, and if you can hear me, 669 is the area code, 444-9171. Country code 1, area code 669-444-9171 in the United States. Meeting ID code is 702-927-2226. Meeting code is 702-927-2226. Call into the show. The guys would love to talk to you, I'm sure.
There's a funny story that goes along with Angela.
Oh, okay. Let's give you the spotlight if she's not going to call in. Angela, where are you? Go ahead. Tell me.
She is part of the ISSA. She is one of their like representatives, and she also has a couple artists that she represents. We actually met her for the first time in Atlanta at the ISSA Music Awards in August. But funny part is she had been messaging us, been talking to us for like months leading up to it. And like she said that she was fangirling on us, and I thought it was cool. I mean, I thought it was cool.
Yeah.
But yeah. And I think she was there with Trent. Remember the one in the cowboy hat with the real like blonde hair?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, and I first seen her at the pre-party, and it like everybody was wore out. So I said hey to her, and she didn't recognize who we were. So then the next day we had the award ceremony, and before it started, I was talking to her, and the whole funny part about it was that like she was making comments about things. Oh, I love y'all's music, and this, that, and another. And I was like,
I love y'all.
Yeah, that I was like, no problem. We appreciate it. And I was like, and then Trent, I think it was Trent walked up or someone walked up, and then it was like, hey, it's the guys from Stillwater Junction. And she just turned like beat red and was like, oh my God, I did not recognize y'all. And went like completely berserk. She said that she had a country rock revival show as her alarm clock that woke her up every morning and got her started for like the last 6 months. And I was like, that's cool.
So she became a big fan.
Very much so.
Let me say hello, Angela. Are you out there? I think she still is. Out there, call in. Do the show. Hopefully she can see the screen. The phone number again is 669-444-9171. 669-444-9171. Call into the show. Meeting ID 702-927-2226. And talk with Scotty and talk with everyone in the band. We got Ray Ray sitting there. He's falling asleep in his truck.
Yeah.
Benjamin Ratman. Is it Ratterman? Ratman?
Ratterman.
Okay, Ratterman. There you go. It kind of just rolls off your tongue. And do they call you Ratman? Ratman?
Yeah, I've been called Ratman since I was in middle school.
Okay. You don't look like a rat.
No, I ain't no rat.
If you go to prison, they're going to give you shit, Say, you a rat?
Well, Batman was already taken.
Batman. There you go.
Batman was already taken.
Batman. And Scotty is up there. And so tell me a little bit about the drummer. I know he's not here. Give me the rundown. How did you find him? How long has he been with the band? And do you like him?
Yes, we love him.
Some people don't like their drummer.
Like I said earlier, our first drummer was Joshua Stevens, aka Tree, because Joshua Tree, and he's kind of built like a tree.
Good brick house.
Yeah. No, he's a little fella.
Okay.
But after playing with us for 6 months, he decided he wanted to go back to college to finish his degree in music theology. And I'm off because he was like 25 years old. So I was like, dude, do it.
Yeah.
And then our second drummer came along, Robbie, and he stayed with us for a year and a half. And then it got closer towards after we got the award nominations. Robbie was a little bit older. decided that really wasn't like the path he wanted to go, which was be, possibly signing, possibly touring and everything. And,
Sure.
All for him, it's not the life for everyone. So we parted ways with him and our female bass player, Emerald. She decided to leave with him, and it's okay. Ray started out on bass, so Ray transitioned right back into bass.
Okay.
It was a little bit of a hiccup at first, but we managed to get through it. We didn't have to cancel any shows.
Good.
Josh traveled. He lives in Illinois, I think it is now. So to keep us from having to cancel 2 shows, Josh drove in on Friday, drove like 8.5 hours, played with us Saturday, drove 8.5 hours back, and then came back the following weekend while we were getting our new drummer, Josh. Our new drummer's name's Josh as well. Josh Revis.
Another Josh. Okay.
Him, settled in, and basically the way I met him is when Robbie said he was going to leave. I started looking on Facebook, the musicians looking for musicians and everything. And Josh had a post on there asking, said that he wanted to get behind a band that was doing something. He had been behind one before. It went under. So I was like, yeah, why not? So I sent him a message, and I knew he lived in Greensboro, which is about 45 minutes, away from us. And I was like, we practice in Mount Airy, this, that, and other. He's like, dude, it's okay. So we gave him 2 weeks. He came and auditioned. He played 5 of our originals, almost spot on. So he's been with us, going on 3 months now, guys?
Yeah, I'd say about 3 months. Sounds about right.
And he has breathed new life into every single one of the members and this band.
That's awesome.
Yeah, like you was talking about earlier, me and him, we're kind of like on the same wavelength. We can lock in, when to bring it back, when to really go for it. We kind of in each other's heads when we're on stage, and he's real fun to play with, and he's a very talented musician.
That's very important when you're on live stage. Having a drummer, the drummer really is one of the most important parts in the band, because if he's off or he's not playing right or he's just loud as shit or whatever, fucks everything up.
Yes, it does.
and I don't think drummers realize how important they really are. And then of course the bass player and the drummer they are the foundation.
Oh yeah.
If they're locked in and they're doing everything they're supposed to do, you guys are icing on the cake. You can come in and you can just do a flip and do a freaking crazy ass lead guitar. Nobody's going to give a shit because the drums and the bass are locked in. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, definitely.
And I've always been very lucky. And I've been in 3 big bands. They were all 10-year bands, 13-year band. I was in Danger, Aftershock, and I played with No Stranger. And I was the lead. I was signed by this big record company, and we did this album, and I've done a lot of crazy shit. But the musicians that I've got to play with in the last 45 years of my music career have been phenomenal. Not one has been out of place. And if he was gone like the next minute. So all the people that I have played with have been phenomenal. And I was in No Stranger with Timothy Gaines, who was my bass player from Stryper. And Timmy lost his deal with Stryper, so he became my bass player. We did an album together. We had a lineup with Jefferson Starship. We were going to go on tour the UK, and then somebody decided they didn't want to go. And then that all got shut down. But man, it was like one of those times in your life when you go, this is it. The plane is taken off. I spent every dime I had. Bought the best. I bought a 12-string Ovation. I bought an Ibanez Electric. I bought Mesa Boogies. I got a rack to my left of me. I bought that. I had my own PA system that held my corner down. So I was keyboards, 12-string guitars, backup vocals, or lead vocals, depending on what I was doing. But I had my own system. I had my own stage. I took up so much space that they had to give me my own stage. No, I'm serious. I had like 5 keyboards around me, guitars all over the fucking place. And Dean's in his own world over there. Give Dean his own PA. Just send a line out to the board, get a DI, get a DI to the board and just let Dean have his way, man. Because I was doing my own thing. I had pre-recorded effects going on. I had rain and thunder going on. I had wind. I had pre-programmed shit going on. And this is back in the 80s. It wasn't as easy as it is now. Now you just hit a button. I had to have tape. I had actually had a cassette tape that I had to put in this machine and hit the button, and it would give me sound effects. It was crazy. The work that I used to have to do to create the music we create today is unbelievable. So when I look back at what I did, I learned so much. I really did, being in these different bands. But Danger and Aftershock, I was the lead singer, songwriter, and guitar player for. But No Stranger, I was more of the accompany guy. I was backing an album that had already been recorded. So I was basically being taught the album so we could go out on tour. And all the keyboards and all the stuff they had on the original album, I had to replicate and then do it better. And then I also sang and then played 12-string guitars. So me, the singer, Tom Hardy, was in Stormer, if you guys remember Stormer. And then Joe Reggiatore was in Featherstitch, and all three of us would be out front. It was like Styx. It was like having Tommy Shaw out there. It was really cool. It was a really cool band. It was very similar. Yeah, very similar to Styx. We had 3-part harmonies, 3 guitars going off, and some of the best vocals I ever heard live on stage.
Heck yeah.
Because we had 2 lead singers out there. I'm a lead singer, and then I had Tom Hardy. So when me and him sang together, it was like having Rob Halford and Steve Perry up there doing harmonies.
Heck yeah, man.
It was fucking bitching. It was really good. And so some of my highlights, and that brings me back to one of my questions for you guys. And I always like to ask this. I asked Carlos Cavazzo. I was talking to him with Quiet Riot, and also Stet Howland, who was the drummer for Wasp and Metal Church. And then I was talking to Greg Chason, the bass player from Badlands. Remember Badlands?
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, Badlands was badass. Hold on a second. I got something for those guys. They were bad boys. What you gonna do? What you gonna do when they come for you? Bad boys. What you gonna do? What you gonna do when they come for you? I hit the wrong button. They were this. They were bad to the bone. I got bad boys, and I got bad to the bone. It's too close together over there. What the fuck's going on? Oh, shit. Anyway, my stupid effects. But anyway, I'm doing it, like I said earlier, I'm doing everything manually. Everything is a button. It's like I got to click on it. Why can't I just go clap? It's fun. But you guys seem like a bunch of nice guys. And is there a song you guys, now I only had 3. I sent an email to, I think it was Ray Ray. I sent an email and I go, do you have any more songs? Because Brian sent me 3.
Actually, you sent it, if you sent it to Stillwater Junction, the email, that's actually me you're talking to.
Was I talking to you?
Yeah, I sent you some more back. I sent you a few more.
Oh, I'm sorry.
You're fine.
Gosh darn it. I got my email somewhere. And there was another video. Wasn't there another video you guys had?
No, we've only released one official music video.
Okay.
Now there's a bunch of videos of us out there, of course.
Yeah, I saw a couple of them. One was I can't remember what you were doing. It was let me see if I can find it. Hold on, I don't want that one. Hang on a second. Hang on before I start playing all my crap. And for all you people out there that are watching, you can find Stillwater Junction. Just Google them, and you will find their Spotify, their YouTube. And I'm Googling right now on YouTube. I just type in Stillwater Junction, and then video, and you will hit them. And if you didn't crawl out from under a rock, you should be able to see what's going on.
Yep.
Because they are everywhere. They are all over the place. Here's pour Pour me some. Okay, Moonshine again.
Yeah.
Okay. There was another one I wanted to watch. Stillwater Junction. What are you guys doing? Is this a live thing?
There's a bunch of live ones on there, so it probably is.
You're covering Whiskey.
Oh yeah, Whiskey and You by Chris Stapleton.
By Chris Stapleton. Is that a good one?
Yeah, it was back in the beginning. It was me and Henny.
Oh, down at the Banshee.
Hold on. Okay, can I play this one?
Yeah, go ahead.
I mean, it's out there, man.
Yeah.
And if I don't hit the right button, we won't see it. You'll just see me nodding my head again.
Yeah.
I do that a lot lately. Not sure what the fuck's going on. I'll tell you, my life is a disaster tonight. I'll tell you. All right, let's play this. I just want to play this.
There's a bottle on the dresser by your ring, and it's empty. So right now I don't feel a thing. I'll be hurting when I wake up on the floor, but I'll be worried when I know. That's the difference between whiskey and
Is there people talking in there?
Yeah.
Okay, I just thought I was hearing shit, man.
That's actually where I met Ray and Kenny.
come tomorrow.
Yeah, that's the same place me and Scotty met
I
too.
can walk in.
Tell those people to shut up so we can hear the music.
Any problem, they'll always say more that your forgiveness. Well, that's something I can't buy. There ain't a thing.
Well, your voice comes through beautifully.
Can do.
Appreciate that.
That's the difference between whiskey and you. One's the devil, one keeps driving me insane. Sometimes I wonder, oh, if they ain't both the same. One's a liar, helps to hide me from my pain. One's a long gone being true. That's the difference between whiskey and you.
Hey, quiet down back there, people. Quiet down. Shit.
But it ain't like what you think. I drink because I'm lonesome, and I'm lonesome because I drink. But if I don't break down, bring it on myself, it'll head out of the blue. That's the difference between whiskey and you. One's the devil, one keeps driving me insane. Times I wonder, oh, if they ain't both the same. One's a liar,
Angela says you guys are awesome.
helps to hide me from my pain.
She's over there.
One's a long gone being.
Hi, Angela. I hope you're enjoying this song.
That's the difference between whiskey and you. Oh, that's the difference between whiskey and
What'd she say, Judy hit the button?
Oh, that's a good friend, Bob and Judy.
Bob and Judy. They love you. You know, it sounds to me like your fans are very loyal.
Oh, they are.
You know, they're not your normal fans.
No, and we have earned them humbly, and we love every single one of them, because without them, we wouldn't be where we are right now.
That's the damn truth.
Yeah.
And that's a very accurate statement. Angela, the guys, you want to say hi to Angela, you guys? She's over there. Say hi.
I said hey to her. I think I've already said hey to her once. I'll do it again.
She says, really enjoying this in Pittsburgh tonight. Great interview, great band, great guys.
Awesome.
Very nice, very nice. And if she's the only one on there, then I'm good. I'm good. Because I lost a lot of people, I think. We lost a few of the streams. But, like I said, if you're listening to this show, it will be rebroadcasted tomorrow night. And it'll be nice and pretty, and all the transitions and all the good bells and whistles. And the guys are going to sound phenomenal. And I'm going to sneak in a real MP4 video that you guys sent me. So I'll be playing that, the actual video, and a lot of that music will be also played in place of the live feed. So the quality's there.
Okay.
Because you guys sent me some MP3s and stuff. So it comes out really nice. And I used to do the pre-recorded show. So usually it would just be you and I. And I decided to do the live thing because I was trying to pick up the calls. And, you know, people just like to, but a Tuesday night is tough. And then I thought, well, okay, I'll do a Friday night live thing, right? Well, everyone goes out partying on Friday night. So fucking Tuesday's not good. Friday's not good. So everyone's gone on fucking Saturday. Like, what do I do here? And if you look up podcasting, they say Monday at 2 a.m. is the best time to release a podcast. 2 a.m. Who the fuck's up at 2 a.m?
Yeah, who is up at 2 o'clock in the morning on Monday?
Well, well, thinking of the East Coast and all around the world, and you know this number pops up. This is the best time to do a podcast. Fuck that. No. So I decided, you know, Tuesday, give me Monday, give me a break, jump in on a Tuesday, and you know, whatever. But the main thing is that it's out there for people to enjoy, to listen to you guys talk about your music, talk about who are you. If they've never seen you live, and maybe they bought your album, they want to know a little bit more about you. And if they know you, they want to talk to you. They want to see you guys on a podcast show. And I talked to Brian. He says you guys are lined up to do a lot of interviews. Is that right?
Yes. Yeah. Okay. I done one last week with an individual. And then we are doing this one with you. Well, we actually done another one last week, didn't we? With Dawn from Dawn of the Underground. She actually came out we was at a live show. This year's 2024 Prohibition Hot Rod Moonshine Festival. And we was actually performing out there, and she came out and done an interview with us there.
That's fucking cool. Who came up with the name Stillwater Junction?
Oh, Scotty there.
Yeah, that's kind of my fault.
And tell me why. Why'd you come up with that name?
Back before back in the day, and after Prohibition, if anybody that knows the history of moonshining, they had to use code words, and one of their code words was Stillwater.
Oh, okay.
And then I was like, well, we can't use Stillwater because then you have the movie that's almost famous. The band was actually, it was a real band. People didn't know it, but their name was Stillwater. And I was like, can't use that. So I was like, well, how about Junction? Because that's a meeting place for everybody to come receive goods. So we're selling them music. Yeah. We're selling them what they need, you know, their fix. And it just kind of stuck.
I like that. I really like the name. That's a great name. Great band, great name. Are you guys going to stay together for a little bit longer and put out some more albums and make it big? Is that your aspiration?
We're planning on.
That's been the goal.
I mean, we're planning on doing it for the long haul until I get too old and can't do it. Seeing I'm the oldest one in the band.
You're still a baby. You kidding me? 40, you're a baby. You know,
43. Yeah. But all the rest of them are a lot younger than me. Let's put it that way. So they're gonna keep me young.
I'm up behind you, man.
Well, Or Ratman. He's fresh out of high school.
Yeah. He looks like it.
Might as well be. Might as well be.
They're going to be carding your ass. You go to the bar, they're going to be carding your ass. I bet you get carded still, right? Go in the bar.
I do.
Ray Ray, he's got his beard going on. They ain't going to mess with him.
Oh yeah.
I can only imagine how Jim Morrison felt when he was doing his thing.
Can you imagine? Fucking Jim Morrison, what a legend.
Yeah.
I would have liked
Definitely.
to have known him or met him at least just
Or
once.
speak poetry with him and stuff like that.
Can you imagine? Wow. That'd be on a bucket list right there.
Oh yeah.
I've seen a lot of players. I'm 61, so I started at 14 years old. 1979 was my first record.
Nice.
So I got to play with everybody. Backyard parties with Van Halen, Quiet Riot, Guns N' Roses before they were Guns N' Roses. I could write a book. I shook hands with Axl Rose backstage before anybody knew who he was. And he threw up all over my fucking arm. I said, "You little son of a bitch. I got to go on stage and you're opening for me tonight." And actually Slash was with him. I met him. It was a little club called Timbers in Glendora, California. It was a little bow hunk club out there, and they put us in a sleazebag motel. But anyway, God, I saw the Chili Peppers there. I played with the Chili Peppers. Poison opened up for me at a little club in Azusa, California, at a Mexican bar. Brett came backstage and says, "Hey, what do I got to do to make it out here?" I says, "Play your ass off and forget about the money. I hope you got somebody paying your way." And they came out here from back east. I think it was Pittsburgh or somewhere. And I saw Brett again. I was coming out of the Forum. I can't remember if I watched Judas Priest, and there was Poison sitting at the bottom of the ramp as you walk down, and they had that big poster with the 4 pictures of Poison, and they were passing them out. They had a gig at some nightclub, and I went, "Hey, Brett, good job. That's what it's going to take. You got to do this all the time, brother." And he goes, "Man, it's good to see you." Blah blah blah. So, and then he went on, and Poison went on to make it, and I could go on with that story. But I played with some great bands, and not great. I'm not saying I played with great talents, but because some of these bands, I'm like, how the fuck did they make it? And I'm sorry, but Poison was one of them. And I got wasted with them and partied, and we all woke up together, and I listened to the demo. I said, that thing is horrible. and they went on to go back in the studio, redid the demo, the same songs I heard, and they made them sound bitchin', just kind of like Motley Crue turning Vince into, freaking a decent vocalist, I guess, if they could ever do that. But it was just amazing. I went, and these songs were really good. They were great songs, but just I got the scratch demo that they let me hear, and I went, that's horrible. And so sometimes you can't really go by that. But sometimes they have the look and the personality,
Hey, you did that actually brings up something. My wife, she never deletes anything, for one. but she was showing videos a while back to me and Ben and the beginning, like infant stages.
Oh my God.
And we were hearing like infant stages of Pour Me Some Moonshine. It's only illegal. And for what it started out as to what it became, I was like, God almighty, I'm glad we went a different path, because that is horrible.
They're still in the experimental stages.
Yeah, I was like, that's bad.
Hey, there's some shit out there I don't want anyone to hear. And my honey has them on her computers, because I'm going to play this. Don't play that song. Don't play it. Do not. She loves this one song that I play. It's called Party Animal. And it's one of those songs you just sitting in a bedroom with your guitar player, and you just turn on it was a reel-to-reel, a TAC reel-to-reel, and it's called Party Animal. And I wake up in the morning, this is my last day of school, or some shit like, and I got these bottles clanking, going clink, 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 like we're partying. We're partying, we're going to school, we're partying. It's my last day of school. like a party animal. And the chorus comes in. I'm like, it's the stupidest fucking song I ever wrote. And she loves it. She goes, I love this song. I go, no, don't play it. Don't play it for anyone. And she turned it into a ringtone on the goddamn phone. So now when her phone rings, I got to hear Party Animal.
Damn it, man.
And I'm like, why do you like that song? You know? And it really is the one song you look back and go, I was just fucking around. I did not want anyone to hear that. But you have some serious recordings that people are going to hear. But I know what you're saying.
Yeah.
Usually the first tracks are experimental and you're trying some things out and, you know, whatever. You got to do that. You got to throw it on the wall to see if it sticks.
Well, that's true. I mean, and plus,
throw it on the wall. It's stuck. Okay, I'll try that.
We were all getting to know each other. So through each performance, each practice, and each, you know, new song, we were slowly getting to know each other and who we were and how we worked.
Yeah, exactly.
How we want to make it sound,
Well, it's like a relationship, guys. It takes a while to get to know someone.
Yeah.
There's people have been married for 10 years. They still don't know who the fuck they are. You know, it's like, who are you? What's that song? It was, how did I get here? I woke up. How did I get here? It was, what song was that? Fuck.
Sounds like a Ben song.
Yeah. I woke up. Why am I here? How did I get here? There's been a lot of songs written like that. But so tell me a little bit more about Curtain Call Records. Are you guys doing anything more with them? And how did you get together? I think I might have asked you this. Brian Moore, I talk to Brian all the time. Your A&R rep for Curtain Call Records. And they're a great record company. He's really diligent about getting me the artist, getting me set up for the next podcast show. Right after I'm done with you guys, I'll be starting on another one. And I like to advertise, try to figure out this problem I had tonight. I might have hit a button. I'm not sure what I did. But I'm going to continue with the live show because it makes for a really good recorded show.
Yeah.
Because it's still the live show, but it's pre-recorded. Now, before, when I was doing the pre-recorded show, it was like, who cares? You know, we just, okay, let's scratch that. Let's start over. Can you say that again? You know, that was kind of like that. But in the live show, if you make a mistake or you say something stupid, oh, well, it's the live show. Nobody gives a shit, right? It's the live show. There's a different feeling. There's more of a lax. I can say whatever the fuck I want. Nobody cares. If I screw up, so what? You know, and then it can all be fixed later if it needs even fixing. So the reason I like the live show, I want people to feel the live vibe. That's you. You're right now at 9. It's got to be getting late out there.
10:46.
Holy shit! You guys are ready to crash. You probably got to get up early and go to work, right, Ray Ray?
Yeah.
Ray's in his freaking truck. He's sleeping in his truck tonight. I know it. I'm going to let you guys go. I'm going to start heading to wrap up. Is there anything you want to say to your audience? I am going to be posting your website, all of your links at the bottom of the show, and all the hashtags and all the goodies that go along with it, so people can find this music podcast. You'll find it'll be very visible when this is over with. People will find it. But is there anything you want to say to your audience tonight? Any shows coming up you want to plug, and let them know how they can find you and see you at your next live gig?
We've got an acoustic show coming up this Friday at one of our local spots. But we'll be in Nashville for the Josie Music Awards from the 25th to the 28th of this month. And then we post all of our links with our upcoming shows. We've got 4 band shows next month. One of them's in Virginia. The rest of them are in North Carolina.
Okay.
We've got 3 acoustic shows next month.
Now, when you do the acoustic shows, that everybody still shows up? The whole band?
No, it's most of the time it's just me and my main man Benny.
Ratman.
So you and Benny go out and do a little duo.
Yeah.
And what happens to Ray? He doesn't join in on the bass? Acoustic
Ray
bass?
Ray is normally working, just like Josh is. So
okay.
me and Ben go out and do them, and then we actually join up, like sometimes with some well-known local independent musicians around here, and we do like live shows with them as well. So we'll do an acoustic show with like James Vincent Carroll, Taylor Mason. We just got through doing one this past Sunday with Miss Anna Mertson. It's Michael Chaney. We've got another one coming up with Dalton Allen, who is actually in Western North Carolina right now helping with hurricane relief. He got activated. He's part of the National Guard.
Did that hurricane hit you guys at all over there?
It didn't really hit us, but it tore up Western North Carolina and
wow. Well, it was a bad one.
I mean, all up from Florida, Georgia, Western North Carolina, Eastern Tennessee, and some of Virginia. I mean, but it wiped towns off the map in Western North Carolina.
The damn tornadoes too.
Yeah.
That's like here in Wilkesboro, where Ratman and Scotty's at, it really didn't affect them that much. But here in Wilkesboro, because we're so close to Ashe County and whatnot, there was trees down everywhere. Power was out for a little bit. Usually I was at work when all this happened, and usually it takes me 9 minutes to get to work. It took me about 32 minutes to get back home, so that way I could find a route back home. There's trees down everywhere blocking roads. Wow. But because of people, being kind the way they are, our neighbors here, they actually took their own chainsaws and cut the trees down.
A lot of people are helping each other.
Yeah.
Because we can't rely on our government assistance.
No.
I heard that FEMA dropped the ball because they're too busy helping illegals across the border.
Well, they're too. Yeah.
They're too busy spending money elsewhere.
Worry about the people here in the United States for you. We're all for everything, but we have a mass crisis here on U.S. soil. It needs to be taken care of first.
Before anybody.
Because this is the American people. That's why you're in office.
Exactly. We are the people.
Exactly.
And we have a voice, and we need to use it, and they need to respect the U.S. citizens of America. Yeah. When we speak, we need things done. And when we have disasters like this, we need help.
Exactly.
Don't send billions of dollars out to Ukraine and everybody else. It's not helping us one bit.
No, it's not helping the home front, basically.
Everybody get out and vote November. Don't forget, you want to save our country, you know who to vote for.
That's right.
That's all I'm going to say right now. And I'll God dang, I'm going to do another podcast show if I have to.
But just to wrap it up to help you, because I know you was leading into a question and you're about ready to wrap up.
I was, and I wanted to hear a highlight from each one of you real quick. Give me the highlight of your career, your life, music related to music. Maybe you played with somebody. Maybe you did a show, a big show, or you got signed, or what was the biggest highlight in your career? I'm going to start at the top with Scotty. I'm going to come around to Ben, and I'm going to drop into Ray. Scott, go first. Biggest thing that ever happened to you in music? Putting you on the spot.
Go to Benny and come back to me.
Benny?
Really?
Give me a highlight. It doesn't matter how big it is to you. It was your highlight. It was important to you.
I guess, really a connection with my dad, I'd say for starters.
Okay.
He taught me, because I was born without an ear. I have one ear on this side. Well, I have one on this side.
Okay.
So, he taught me how to hear the music, feel the music, how to be the best musician that I can be. And that's mostly just playing the music from here. And I pretty much I was taught to teach myself. And so my biggest highlight would say just the connection me and my dad had throughout music and what he's taught me, because I think all that I've done just playing music, not, having the goal since like second grade that I wanted to be a rock star, and then age 13, really pursuing it, and then on just keeping all the information I was taught in my head and what I've experienced hearing people live made me the guitar player I am now, which also landed me to be with some great guys that I'm around and play music.
It sounds like your dad was very instrumental in your upbringing. It sounds like, and you respected him. You respected him.
Mm-hmm.
That's an amazing highlight, by the way. I think that's the best one so far. But I asked this to Carlos Cava. That's amazing. And your dad is, I'm sure he's thanking you right now. Scotty, are you ready yet?
Sure.
Give me a highlight.
Mine's kind of a two-part. The first part of it would be meeting these guys and forming this band because I was in a bad spot, and these guys and music saved my life basically. And then the high point that we reached so far, it's a combination between releasing our full first album last year and then walking across the stage and seeing our name on that big screen at an award ceremony for this year's 2024 Gold Award-winning Band of the Year. So mine's kind of a three-part because without these guys, I might not be here this day and time. I was on a bad path, and and these guys and my beautiful wife, who I just married on September 21st, Miss Brandy Spiken.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Without them and without music, I probably wouldn't be here. So first and foremost, it was them, her, and music, and then to see the accomplishments of releasing that album, and then less than a few months later, walking across the stage and winning a gold award for Band of the Year for our music.
That's amazing.
Yeah,
it sounds like the perfect storm. You've had a lot of things happen that brought you here today.
Yeah,
and that's why you're doing what you're doing today. That's amazing. Ray, what do you got for me, Ray, down there in your car, falling asleep? What's going on?
Shoot. Well, mine's about like Scotty's, really. It's more of a two-part. Before I met this band, the reason why I went into that bar that night, I was in a very low spot in my life, and I lost a lot. And in a nutshell, this band has saved my life. Literally, I wouldn't be sitting here talking to you guys. And I love every single body in this band. Their family. And I do anything for my family. I have two sons. You know, my oldest one's 14. My youngest one's 9. And my fiance, she has a 17-year-old. I'd do anything for him too.
Yeah.
And but as far as like in the band highlight, I would say opening up for Marshall Tucker Band. That was really awesome. And got to talk to Doug Gray. Yeah, I got to talk to Doug Gray. He autographed it's a 1978 vinyl record that I have that my fiance gave me a while back. And anyways, he signed it along with the other band members. And then right after he done that, and after our band played, Neon Union played, and then Marshall Tucker got on stage. Doug Gray, he had a tambourine in his hand, and there I am standing right there at the fence pretty much. And he chunks that tambourine at me. But the funny part is it hit the fence and it bounced away from me. And I was like, man, I missed it. And the camera lady picks it up and is about to give it back to him. He's like, no, give it to that young man right there. I was like, felt like a little tiny kid then. I was like, thank you.
Marshall Tucker Band. I bet you they sounded great.
Oh, yeah. They sounded awesome. It was really awesome.
That's pretty fucking cool. Brush with some of your favorite bands.
Yeah.
Have you guys played as a band? Have you played with anybody big, or have you opened
let's see, in our first year,
not that it matters.
We shared the stage with Blackstone Cherry. We shared the stage with the Georgia Thunderbolts.
Okay.
This year we shared the stage with the Piedmont Boys, the Marshall Tucker Band,
okay,
Neon Union, and we just this past week, well, the weekend before last at Prohibition, we shared the stage with Framing the Red and Caleb McKinley.
Wow.
So I mean, we've been with some pretty international and national known acts.
Who would you want to play with? And I don't know if all four of you can answer this. And I have some country artists that I feel that are right up your vein. I won't say their name, but I want to hear it from you guys real quickly. Who would you want to play with in the same genre of music you're in now?
Go, Benny.
And I'll give 3 quick ones, and then we'll get out of here. Benny, go ahead.
I'll say definitely Blackberry Smoke.
Blackberry Smoke.
Right.
Okay, we'll set that up. Let's put that on our board.
Yes.
Scotty, who would you want to play with? There's got to be one big one. I know it's hard.
One.
I know it's hard to pick. I'm thinking of a guy named Chris, but never mind.
You know, I'm gonna go outside of our. I'm gonna go more along the lines of rock than I would country.
All right.
I want to share the stage with Stain because I love Aaron.
Oh, I didn't see that coming.
Yeah.
He's a legendary
I'm
songwriter.
a huge Aaron Lewis fan. I actually got to see them live the day after me and my wife got married on September 22nd. I actually got to see them, Daltrey, and Breaking Benjamin live, and
Aaron Lewis,
and
nice.
they were and a new group I never heard of called Lakeview. It was phenomenal.
No, that's a good choice there, right up your alley. Ray, what do you got?
Jelly Roll.
Jelly Roll. I didn't see that one coming either. But I love Jelly Roll. He's badass.
Yes,
I like him and Chris Stapleton. I like to hear that.
I do love Chris Stapleton, and see Jamie Johnson is from around this way a little ways too. So I mean,
is he okay?
Yeah, like I think he's out towards like western North Carolina. So I mean, we could bump into him. Now I do know that Twisted Sisters.
Twisted Sister.
I love Twisted Sister.
What?
D Snider.
Look,
D Snider, man. He's
D
crazy.
Snider D Snider just moved like 45 minutes away from us.
Oh, did he really?
Yes.
Is he a crazy son of a bitch? I haven't met him.
Yes.
I saw him, but I didn't get to talk to him. Is he crazy?
Very.
Okay. So he portrays his image. What's that saying? He is his image. He is who he is. He doesn't put on a show, a fake show. He is like David
he
Lee
is
Roth.
the show.
Yeah. All right, guys. Well, I'm gonna get ready to get on out of here, and I have a little video that I prepared for you guys.
All right.
And let me see if I can find it. And I want to thank you guys for doing the show tonight. I really, really do appreciate it.
Thank you for having us.
Absolutely.
Yeah, we appreciate you for actually sending an invite and having us on here.
Absolutely. And thank you so much, guys. And I hope to see you guys again.
Definitely.
If you get a tour going or you want to come back on the show, you have an open door.
Thank you.
You're absolutely welcome. You're absolutely welcome. And I'm going to go ahead and ride on out of here with some Stillwater Junction, people. And I want to thank everyone for watching the Dean Von Music podcast show.
Days that you've talked to me about the things